In just 2 movies, the Dhurandhar franchise did something almost impossible for an Indian action series. It grossed over 3,000 crore rupees worldwide. That number is even wilder when you look at the restrictions the films faced. Both parts carry a strict adult certification for intense violence, and they were completely banned from theatrical release across the entire Gulf region. But the strangest reception happened across the border. Despite an official ban on Indian films, the first movie was reportedly pirated over 2 million times in Pakistan within a single week. The filmmakers included a disclaimer stating the story is entirely fictional. Yet the entire plot is aggressively woven around real historical tragedies, actual politicians, and documented terrorist attacks. We are going to separate the historical facts embedded in this blockbuster from the highly calculated political messaging it delivers to audiences. This is a view of Karachi, Pakistan. Much of the first film takes place in a neighborhood here called Liari Town, focusing on a brutal, historically accurate gang war between 2 real men, Rehman Dekait and Arshad Papu. The filmmakers took this hyper-local urban conflict and dropped a fictional Indian undercover operative right in the middle of it. The movie transforms a neighborhood turf war into a grand stage for Indian intelligence. The script weaves in actual perpetrators of terrorism. This image shows the travel document of David Coleman Headley, an American terrorist who scouted targets for the Mumbai attacks. While many of his handlers evaded immediate justice in reality, the movie offers cinematic wish fulfillment. The fictional Indian protagonist hunts down and executes them on screen. The film explicitly visualizes the tragic 2008 Mumbai attacks. Looking at actual photos of the burning Taj Mahal Palace reminds us of the reality the film borrows from. The directors layered real audio transcripts of the terrorists onto the screen to trigger a visceral reaction. Sociologists and local residents have pushed back against this narrative, arguing the film takes the complex realities of Liari and turns the entire neighborhood into a simplified, fantastical terror hub. The franchise essentially mines profound historical trauma for raw material, repurposing it to build an explosive narrative of muscular nationalist revenge. The movie also places recognizable Indian politicians on screen. The character of intelligence director Aya Sanyal is widely understood to be a proxy for India's real national security advisor, Aditya Dhar, shown here. Throughout the story, Sanyal acts as the voice of frustration, criticizing past administrations for being weak and repeatedly demanding a hardline military approach to secure the nation. The sequel culls from headlines, reimagining figures like slain politician Atiq Ahmed, seen here, alongside the 2016 banknote demonetization. The script links these domestic rivals to Pakistani ISI funding and massive counterfeit networks, claims going far beyond actual police charge sheets. By showing these 500 rupee notes as part of an active, enemy-backed counterfeit racket, the film retroactively validates the real-world demonetization policy, framing it as a necessary national security strike. The messaging peaks with the film's defining catchphrase, a vow that India will not only storm the enemy's house, but kill everyone inside. This line lifts directly from actual political campaign speeches. The result is a high-octane action thriller that functions perfectly as an endorsement of the current administration's strategies, completely erasing the line between state policy and weekend entertainment. The Dhurandhar formula is highly specific. It takes genuine national wounds, injects an invincible hero, and rewrites the ending so India aggressively wins on its own terms. By crossing the 3,000 crore mark, this hyper-nationalist mythology has provided a lucrative new blueprint for exactly how Bollywood blockbusters can dominate the box office. Looking at a rallying crowd like this, you can see how perfectly the film's message aligns with the dominant political identity in India today. The audience gets to see their real-world aspirations realized in vivid color on the big screen. But in a landscape where audiences eagerly pay to see history rewritten to fit a modern political narrative, we have to ask, what happens to the objective truth of the events that actually took place?